I've been seeing some stuff online about Mewtwo. Catching Mewtwo? I don't know what that's about. First I heard stuff like Mewtwo is gonna be some sort of like distribution plan in the future, same with Diancie. And then I see people online claiming they catch Mewtwo, like they already caught Mewtwo, I don't know. So I think after all this time I finally figured out the flow for this game. What's a good spot to end each time, and that is just before we have to grind for the Challenger's ticket. No surprise. So I grinded, and my team is a little bit higher, including our newest member, Skarmory. Alright, let's just go. I have no clue how much more there is of this game. I also heard that the post-game is quite lengthy as well, like it's a good sized post-game. So who knows? Also, I've kind of thought about how I feel about the plot for this game. I kind of feel like it's a mess. Good, you've got a Challenger's ticket. Guess we should go on in. I feel like the plot for this game is a bit of a mess. They just keep throwing in new things, just as an excuse to introduce your next opponent for the ZA Royale. Good, you've got a challenge. Oh. Ready to battle, huh? Okay, gotta get back into work mode. Would you permit me to take your photo for the tournament bracket? Let me get changed. Go right ahead. Alright, I will take your photo. I will now take your photo. What kind of expression will you make? Fierce, happy, glum, neutral. What am I now? Do I now count as happy or neutral? I guess happy? Perfect. You know, I suck at taking pictures. Kindly follow me to the venue. Lady Jacinthe is waiting for you. Every time we have to take pictures for like birthdays or other kind of celebrations, I look terrible. Because those are fake smiles. They look awful. You know, smile for the camera, those are fake smiles of mine. Unless I'm genuinely smiling, it does not look good for me. Finally, we've been waiting here forever for you. Oh, just me? Not Tawny? Alright. What do you mean? For me? Why? Aha! It is kind of... Aw, what? I'm the only one smiling in the picture. I should have just gone neutral. Wow, look at her. She instantly gets to the top. Do you see that? After you left, we figured the tourney was off. But then, wait. But when we tried to leave, we got trapped in this weird Jacinthe zone thing. Dear friends and honored guests, I thank you for your patience. I am delighted to announce that my tournament, organized by me and in my honor... At that point, you may as well just said, organized by me, myself, and I, has recovered its missing pieces. Now, have a look at the tournament bracket. I should have just gone for neutral. As you can see, I am the Ultra Deluxe top seed. A fitting position for your humble hostess, no? Wow, there's planning things with your own convenience in mind, and then there's this. For round 1, we have Canary facing off against him. Do I fight her again? Once you are ready, please speak to Lebane on the court. Oh yeah, tournament arc. Now then, my dear friends, we ain't friends. Let le super tournoi de Jacinthe commence. Well, this is Jacinthe's tournament, so I guess we've got to do it even if it seems bizarre. Alright, so I got a whole tourney to do before I can actually get my next rank up. God, how many times am I gonna face her? It's almost like Game Freak knew that she would be ultra popular, and so they made you battle her several times. Now, don't forget, my whole team folds against electric types. So, let's see. On the bright side, it should only get easier after this battle. Unless there's another type my whole team sucks against that I'm not aware of. Without further ado, let the battle between Canary and that guy begin. I'm just here to show all my adorned Canetics how cool and strong I am. This time, I know I'm gonna win. I wonder what would happen if you lose. I mean, of course, there's nothing like that. You have to win, otherwise you can't progress with the story. It's probably just another screen that says, this battle is too important to lose. Try again. You know, something I thought about too. The more I think about it, the more Pokemon games that come out, the more it sucks that Ash is no longer the protagonist in the anime. Because think about this for a second. We now know that thanks to this game, Lysander is still alive. Last we saw Lysander in the anime, he kind of got blasted with Zygarde's, not the Z move, but you know what I mean. He kind of got blasted by Zygarde's move and he presumably died. We never saw what happened to him. Just imagine for a second. Oop, I gotta send something out that can Mega. Imagine if Ash heard that Kalos now has a ZA Royale, and then when he comes over to try it out, he encounters Lysander again. Imagine that. But that's not gonna be the case, because Ash is not in the anime anymore. Enough playing around. Electros, let's crank up the voltage with Mega Evolution. Oh yeah, there was that thing too. While I was grinding during the ZA Royale, trainers started using Megas too. That's cool. You know, I almost didn't have time. Liquidation! I almost didn't have time to grind today to get the Challenger's ticket. It was a pretty busy day for me. I barely made it in time to grind. You thrashed my whole team, even Electros, again? I lost? Again? Me? But I'm Canary. Thank you both for that spectacular battle, Canary and you. I am all excitement and anticipation to see how the rest of the battles play out. Alright, so we're gonna see animated cutscenes to see all the other players go through the tournament. Nope. Just gonna skip right on ahead. Dear friends and honored guests, we have made it to the end of round 1. The trainers who qualified for the next round are him, Ivor, Corbeau, and Gwyn. Damn, Tawny lost? Can you imagine? For a second, imagine if it was randomized every time. Wouldn't that have been fun? Once you are ready, please speak to Labane on the court. Imagine if it wasn't a set, the same set characters that always win. Out of the two, it was random every time. Wouldn't that have been nice? Remember to check the important things like what items your Pokemon are holding. Mine ain't holding shit besides their Mega Stones. Anyways, at least it's nice that my team is healed up. I'm fighting Ivor now. This guy uses a Mega Phalanx. You think this is a good time to show off the new Mega Skarmory? A quick word, please. I feel you should know that Labane here was the reason I started my strict training regimen. The reason you started? She beat me in a fight when we were children, and after that on second thought, never mind at all. I should focus on our match. Let's have a fair fight, yes? It must have been so weird for him to see his childhood friend act all formal like this. since we got a little glimpse of how she's really like. Heracross in an Ultra Ball. Rookie. Anyways, I should have sent someone else out first to start. Hold on, let me see if I can get another Drain Kiss in to heal me up a little bit. Alright, let's see those feet! I'm spitting so much right now. The design's not bad, it's just those ginormous skis for feet. Again, that poor middle phalanx. Oh my god! I only got so much training in. Oh boy. Yo, this thing is tough! But it's fine. It got not exactly one-tapped, but it's close enough. You know, I only got so much time today to train and grind to level up my Skarmory. Which means, yes, I did not have any time at all to shiny hunt the blue Flabébé today. Which really sucks. Now that I'm stronger, you know how far I am? How far back I am on my main game? I haven't even started the whole thing to search for Gwyn yet. You know how long ago that was? That was before the Rust Syndicate. That was before all of this. Now that I'm stronger, I thought I could defeat Labane and thus heal from my past trauma, but it seems I still have more training to do. On the plus side, though, that means I have room to grow. I have high hopes for my future self. I wish you all the best in your upcoming battles. Another outstanding battle. Thank you for your performance. I do hope the remaining battle for this round will be equally enjoyable to watch. Oh, it's me and Corbeau again. You know what? I like that matchup. I like this dude. Dear friends and honored guests, we have arrived at the end of round 2. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Just seeing how many people are in this tournament. Which naturally means it will be our competitors in round 3. Once you are ready, please speak to Labane on the court. Alright, Corbeau primarily uses poison types. You know what? Talonflame could use a little bit of grinding. I'm so ready! This is quite the venue. It's a perfect place to repay you for the defeat that you handed me the other day. I think I'd enjoy that. Boss, just remember you're training with me. You'll be fine. That idiot. I need to teach him to keep his mouth shut. But well, me and my crew's gotten stronger. Scolipede and the rest are are ready to go. Now then, let's have some fun. Ooh, I can actually do the matchup I said before. Mega Skarmory against Mega Sceptile. Although we already know I'll lose that one. You know what, since he uses poison types... Never mind. Yo, these guys are tough now! Who's next? Oh, definitely swap out for you! No, not Embor! You're our last chance, Scolipede, but this is where the fun starts. I didn't really eat much today. I had a pretty busy day. I didn't really eat much for breakfast or lunch, but then dinner I scarfed down an entire fried chicken. Oh, why aren't I doing it too? Yeah, check this out. These are the megas that both I and No Shaman Feeding wanted. Bastard. They just had to protect, huh? Are you gonna protect again? Alright, or you're just gonna stand still. Yeah, Scollipede's just gonna stand still. You and your Pokemon sure are entertaining, I'll give you that. Blast, I'm still not good enough, eh? Not even after I roped Felipe in to help me train up, embarrassed as I am to admit it. Still, battles with you are a good time. Swing by my office again if you want to have some fun. Under different contexts, that would sound... You know what, never mind. I caught every moment of your battle from my VIP courtside seat. Thank you for your truly spectacular performance. The trainer who has fought all the way to the top of Le Soup Tournoi, the Jacinthe, is... Oh my god, that name. My personal favorite, eh? Wanna grab a bite later, or, you know? In your next battle, you will be facing off against none other than your gracious host, me! Oh yeah, I've done pretty bad so far, so I'm absolutely gonna say it before I face her ass. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say fairy types is maybe what she uses. Oh, you know she's been waiting for this. You know she's been frothing at the mouth to battle us. Time and again, I was delayed in bringing Le Super Tournoi de Jacinthe to fruition. In the end, I had to resort to wielding my influence as a social elite to make it happen. Now here we are, about to begin the final round. May it live up to, nay, exceed the wildest expectations of our lovely guests with spectac... What the hell? I didn't know Zygarde would show up. What's with that Pokemon? I thought one of the characters was gonna interrupt. I didn't know Zygarde was gonna show up. How did it even get in here? Gah, more trouble? I don't know what's going on, but I can't afford to let anything else go wrong. Here's Zygarde's wish. Is that man a fan of his, perhaps? It can't be. He's alive? The leader of Team Flare, who vanished after his failed attempt to create the world he dreamed of. Lysander! I can't stand it when people online mispronounce his name like Lysandre. That is so far from how it's pronounced. Wait, the guy who used the ultimate weapon 5 years ago? Dang, that's a shocking turn of events. I don't care, I want to go home. Huh? What? No way! That's Lysander. That's Lysander over there, isn't it? Can it, Felipe? Don't make a scene in front of Lysander. You're embarrassing me. You embarrassed me in front of Vanessa! Zygarde showed itself in order to face you in battle. Its wish is that you two face each other in earnest and forge a strong bond in doing so. The type of bond that means it's a connection that can never be severed. Without such a mighty bond, you cannot hope to save Lumiose from crisis. I don't know whether to throw this guy out or get ready to hold Lady Jacinthe back. How marvelous! I admire the fierce determination that drove you to interrupt our battle to demand your own, my dear. Allure, I myself desire nothing more than to battle against him. So believe me when I say I can sympathize with this dear Pokemon 1000%. And that entrance, what could be more splendid than a surprise appearance by a special guest? How did he even get in here? Isn't this a fancy hotel? Probably with tons of security. Unless he somehow snuck in and was just waiting in the corner the whole time. You are Lysander, yes? Naturally, I recognize your visage. You were quite the celebrity in Kalos, after all. I will ask the hotel staff to come by with more... I almost said hors d'oeuvres, but that's not what that says. Wait, no, it is! Wait! I'm stupid. I'm being stupid. That does say hors d'oeuvres. I didn't know hors d'oeuvres was spelled with an H. It threw me off. It doesn't matter who I was. I remember none of it. I am only here to say that I wish for what? Hold on. I am only here to say that I wish for Zygarde and him to battle. Yes, of course, by all means. Labane, would you handle this? Just added Zygarde to the tournament, huh? Oh, so I face Zygarde and then I face her. Your next opponent will be this mysterious Pokemon, Zygarde. Okay, this is bizarre. I did not expect any of this. Wouldn't it be crazy if Zygarde turned into its 50% form in here, inside this building, and somehow it would still fit? Look, it's another Zygarde core! Not just the cells! And I was kidding! I didn't think I would... Zygarde's body is composed of entities known as Zygarde cells. The more Zygarde cells that gather, the stronger Zygarde capabilities. Wait, yeah, or so I have heard. Are we gonna get a new form, or are we actually gonna get 50%? Nope, it's just 50. That is a tiny Zygarde! This is Zygarde's 50% form. You know, Zygarde is actually supposed to be towering. The mysterious Pokemon Zygarde. You know, we waited for Pokemon Z for so many years. This Zygarde is tiny! We waited for Pokemon Z for so many years, and I gotta admit, I'm a little bit disappointed by how little Zygarde has been in the game. I mean, if you think about it, how much was Giratina in Platinum? Or how much was Kyurem in Black and White 2? Ooh, did you hear the music, by the way? The remix? But still, I was expecting so much more Zygarde to be in this game. As best as I could tell, Zygarde seemed pleased. Now you have seen Zygarde in its 50% form, but not yet in its ultimate one, Zygarde Complete. At this point, I don't even know if that can be considered the ultimate form. I will collect the remaining Zygarde cells as Zygarde has commanded me. You must focus on becoming a Pokemon trainer mighty enough to face Zygarde. Fight at Zygarde's side. Denizens of Lumiose, please listen. The time has come for each of you to consider what it means that Zygarde came here today. I pray that you all find the right answer. Allure. Yeah, it's your turn now. To emerge victorious from a battle against a surprise challenger, you are truly exceptional. And now, it is time for the undeniably incredible and the exceedingly incredible host of this terrific tournament to begin the final round. But this is not merely the final battle, it is also our promotion match. I hope that all of you gathered here are ready to witness the riveting resolution of today's event. I also heard that her theme music bangs, so let me see. Anyways, before we get interrupted once again, I'm gonna guess fairy type, so I'll have Skarmory out front first. Oh, I should have seen what she said if I said I need a minute. What a tournament it has been, so eventful. One might think it has been going on for years. No, I think you simply felt like you waited for years for it to start. Now here we are, after so many twists and turns, at the conclusion of this momentous event. She's only taller than me because of the heels, right? I'm not that short of a person. I'm glad I am How glad I am to have entered the ZA Royale. It has allowed me to cross paths with some of the greatest trainers in Lumiose, including yourself. I feel the same way, thank you very much. You're pretty great yourself. Yeah, I think she has a big enough ego already. Once I reach rank A, I will make it my mission to bring happiness to the people of Lumiose. To do so, I will make each and every one of them into the strongest trainer they can be. For that is my duty as an influential socialite. You know what? I thought she was about to say something like she's gonna plaster her face everywhere. Let us begin our promotion match, and the conclusion of the Le Super Tournoi. May it be a battle worthy of the occasion. Ooh! I'm feeling kind of like... Hey! Listen to this! Yo, this music kind of bumps! Oh, another Mawile again? You know those are the old style 60s cartoons? I can definitely see this playing in the background of it, no? Well, maybe not all of it. I want to see someone rip it to this on the dance floor. Can you imagine that? How hard a dance would go with this song? Yo, this music is kind of bumping. Wow, that one-shot me, huh? Damn, that's a shame. Skarmory won't get EXP for the rest of this battle. Okay, maybe... Yeah, Charizard was not a good pick here. Aw, man, I really should have saved Skarmory for here! I did save the game, right? Should I try again? I think you know what? I'm going to do that. Now that I know what her team is like. And plus, I get to hear this music again. Okay, now I know. Save Skarmory for the very end. What did she send out first? I don't even remember what she sent out first. Let's see, is it the illusion of choice? Does she say something different? Nope. Illusion of choice it is. You ever heard DA Games' Bendy and the Ink Machine song? Oh right, a Carbink. So, Talonflame was very much not the right choice. Okay, she sends out a Aurorus next, doesn't she? No, it's Gardevoir now! Okay, I know you have an alright Mawile. I keep forgetting. Alright, you're probably gonna use Protect first, so BAM! And then Close Combat, yo ass. It really is crazy to me that Pokemon now has these insane beats in their games. I feel like ever since Sword and Shield, they've been known to have these insane OSTs. Well, that's fine you protected that, because those weren't even my super effective moves. Oh boy, hurry up. No! Okay. I accidentally hit Drill Run. Wow, a fairy. You're right. Magnifique! What a fine display of both you and your Pokemon. Yeah, I totally didn't cheat by resetting the game. One more. We have one more, and then we are rank A. A most heartfelt congratulations on your victory, as well as your promotion. Have a look at our audience. You know, if this was one game prior, there would be no clapping sound effect. There would barely be even clapping animations. I dare say we managed to convey to them the joy that comes when trainers and Pokemon with a deep bonds battle side by side. I almost read that wrong. Please continue your efforts to protect the city of Lumios. Naturally, I will help however I can. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this Super Deluxe TM. People in the background are still applauding. And finally, let us end this sensational soiree with a special fist bump, with a gesture as a gesture of goodwill. Now then, let us give another heartfelt round of applause. You think that was a stock applause sound effect they used? Hey look, a salad this time! I can't believe you won Jacinth's tournament and your promotion match. So you're rank B now. I'm still rank C, but I'll catch up to you in my promotion match tomorrow. And how better to celebrate than with my signature croissant curry? The thing that actually genuinely offended French people. I thought we might all get to eat that at that ritzy party, but oh well, maybe next time. Having the same meal as always doesn't feel very celebratory, but I suppose I could have a bite. We finally got to him. Finally coming around to appreciating the delights of croissant curry, Naveen. No, but it'd be rude of me to refrain from eating when we're celebrating. Its delights are, and will remain, lost to me. Anyway, heck of a tournament, wasn't it? I can't believe even Zygarde showed. Who's Zygarde? It's a legendary Pokemon and a total enigma. Emma's been on its tail. You know, if it's been 5 years ago since the ultimate weapon, shouldn't the residents of Kalos know about Zygarde at this point? For some reason, it seems to have taken a shine. No plot armor whatsoever. Oh, so that's the Pokemon we saw after we calmed down that Mega Barbaracle? So it's kind of strange, but it really likes you for some reason. I can't read this whatsoever. It's a very simple sentence, and I cannot read it for the life of me. No, it has a different vibe. They're not the same at all. Maybe she should go to Alola? That is true. She should go to the Alola region. Because for some reason, Zygarde was there too. We should probably ask AZ about Zygarde. He might know more. Actually, has anyone seen Floette? She usually joins in when we're celebrating. I saw her head up to the roof with AZ earlier. Okay, well, for now, let's dig in. You know, even in Sword and Shield, there was this eating animation. There wasn't actually food entering the mouth, but there was still a chewing animation and a face of enjoyment or disgust. They could have at least done that. Is that a beer bottle I see? Oh, Angie? Who the hell is that? That sounds like what my sister occasionally calls me. You are meant to be the guardian of the city, towering over her and watching her always. A 3,000-year-old desire, once foolishly held. A 3,000-year-old mistake, so very foolishly made. It even cost me you, my beloved Floette. Now these bright young lives must pay my remaining debts, or Lumios' future will be lost. I really don't get the story so far. There's some sort of looming crisis at hand, but yet so far we have no idea what it is. Only thing we've seen relate to it are the rogue megas. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. Look at that, you see the Rotom clock in the back there? Mystery Saja, is that you? Lumios trembles. AZ, what's the matter? Prism Tower. The unease spilling from it can now be felt even at this distance. Then it's time we did something about it. Not yet. The only one who can control the tower is Mega Floette. We will need the strongest Mega Evolution user if we're to put the situation to rights. Did you say Mega Floette? Well, I guess I've got no choice but to reach the... Wait. She just brushes over Mega Floette like that? Literally, when earlier in the game, we established that fully evolved Pokemon can Mega. Well, I guess I got no choice but to reach the top of the Z Royale and prove I can handle it. Yes, if you can prove that you are the strongest of all, then Floette may respond to your strength. Is no one in this entire city rank A? Not one person! I know, Floette, I know. You said last night you're still rank C, right, Tawny? That's right. Then the strongest Mega Evolution Mega Evolution user is all but guaranteed to be him! Hey, don't count me out. I'm the leader of Team MZ, remember? Just watch. I'll catch up to... No! Climb right past him in the rankings. And then I'll make things right in Lumios. I'll help so many people and Pokemon at once. That's the spirit. It wouldn't be fair to just leave everything up to him. Well, you say that, but that's exactly what you've been doing the whole game. I'll be pulling for you too, Tawny. Good luck climbing the ranks. Oh, I got a message from Vinny. He says I should come meet him at Quasartico. I wonder what he needs. He asked for you to come too. A summons from Vinny. That's a strange way to phrase it. A summons? Wouldn't it be just singular? A summon from Vinny, not summons? He didn't summon us multiple times, thus pluralizing it. How much more of the game is there? Like, I don't want to end for tonight when I got like 10 minutes left of the story. Oh look, the number of Wild Zone has increased. Big man, what's good? You're both here? Good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. Well, I guess he did summon more than one person, I guess. What's the matter? What did you need me and him for? I'm afraid I do not have any answers. What? I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She will be the one to explain. Look at the two Dedennes. Their necks are actually tilted. Remember when older Pokemon games, the 3D eras, Sun and Moon, when your Pokemon had high enough friendship, they would turn their neck to face you? Remember when they did that? And then, you know, future games with bigger budgets, more development time, stronger hardware to play on, all they did was bounce. Ma'am, I brought the Team MZ's leader, Tawny, and her teammates as well. Thank you both for sparing me some of your time. Tawny, him. The two of you helped me out of a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rust Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So it wasn't true, right? What that trainer was saying? You mean his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumios are part of some plot by our company? Of course that's incorrect. What do you take us for? Some evil organization hiding in plain sight? Well, you be correct. We are! Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically, though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone Rogue Mega Evolution from causing widespread damage. Makes sense. After the incident 5 years ago, Lumio City was hemorrhaging people, and property values were in freefall. This is why the urban redevelopment plan was established. But it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project, and so it fell on my company, Quasarticle Inc. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokémon, which was already the case before. A place where wild Pokémon could live alongside humans, which they did before. There were concerns from some uneasy with the idea. That is a weird sentence. Even those with no ties to the city. Still, it was a noble undertaking, worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plans for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. This is when we also began detecting that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumio City. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves, as if drawn to its power. And now we have Rogue Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumios once more. Once more, as if it happened already? Don't worry, Team MZ will get all this under control. Thank you for that, young lady. That's it? Beg pardon, ma'am. It seems I'm being called for. That's a weird way to say it. Beg pardon. I think you're missing two words there, Vinny. I beg your pardon. Or whatever. If you would excuse me for just a moment. It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of AZ. Which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now. As if we wouldn't want to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumios. We're glad to help, right? No! Why? Yeah, we'll protect everyone. Yeah, it's for Lumios' future. Whatever, the illusion of choice. Thank you both. I wish to make the city where people and Pokemon can truly live together. Help me make that dream a reality. We certainly will. Which means we'd better get to work right away. Thanks for having us. One last question before you go, Tawny. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it? It was my mom's. I keep it to remember her by. I see. Forgive me. I just thought it looked familiar somehow. If you remember where you might have seen it, please let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumia searching for someone. Your memory could be the clue I need. Now, if you'll excuse us... There's still that frickin' storyline lingering in the background. Please, one more moment of your time. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We've detected concentrations of Mega Power. I will email you all the details as usual. Leave it to us. This is what Team MZ's here for. We're gonna make Lumios City... Wait, we're gonna make Lumios a city that people and Pokemon can share, like you're saying, ma'am. Come on, we've got to head back to the hotel. Time for another strategy meeting. You know, I remember the early days when getting an email address was a way to connect with someone online, to message. It's not like getting a phone number or hell, even getting like a Discord username nowadays. I remember back then, the days where you would try to, you would ask a girl for her email address. You know, I saw a reel on Instagram earlier today. This dude was just going, alright, here's an age test. He literally holds up a VCR. And he's just like, if you know what this is, I'm sorry, you probably have back issues. Does anyone even know what VCRs are anymore? When I was growing up, I witnessed the death of VCRs. When I was young, they were still around, but then, you know, they started fizzling out for DVDs and now Blu-rays. And hell, even those are fizzled out kind of now for streaming. But people are starting to realize streaming kind of ain't it. People are starting to realize we kind of had it good back then with cable. So, why'd Vinny call you over to Quasartico? I guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate our work. She said she's counting on our help to take care of Rogue Mega Evolution problem. On that note, did you both hear from Vinny about Rogue Mega Evolution reports for us to look into? We sure did. He emailed it to us, which I suppose means it's time for another strategy meeting. Is Jacinth about to teleport into the room again? I don't even know why they bothered to give you the option of give me a second. Oh my god, there's so much reading! Oh my god, it's a Dragonite. Oh my god, that's not going to be easy. What's next? A Garchomp and a Salamence? Tyranitar! And Starmie. Hey look, we finally get to do the Mega Starmie. All three of those can be difficult to tackle even when they haven't Mega Evolved. Which means they'll be extremely tough customers. Wait. Yeah, when Rogue Mega Evolution sets in. Do you feel up to this? I kinda don't have a choice. I don't know if I'm ready for this, especially the Dragonite and Tyranitar. Team MZ will be supporting you on the ground as always. But even with our help, these will be serious opponents. We can't let our guard down. Sure, but think of how good we've gotten at working together. Yeah, we've calmed so many rogue Pokemon. Team MZ is a well-oiled machine. I kinda don't get why the four of us don't do the raids all together. I mean, hell, each time we do it, you guys can heal up my team. On the spot. So what's the concern? Okay, so to recap. Stuff we haven't heard before. Totally. No surprise she would take it upon herself to go and do the Mega Starmie. We always seem to have the heaviest load on yours. Wait. Yeah. Where's my option that says screw you guys, sincerely? I'm glad you can count on us to heal your Pokemon before we get into battle! Exactly! So why don't the four of us tackle them together? Alright team, move out. Time to save more Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. You guys can heal Pokemon on the spot, so why don't we all go together? Is this on a rooftop again? You know, something I didn't realize until recently? It's kind of crazy that this game is getting DLC. And the reason I say that is because Legends Arceus didn't get DLC. Wait, so I gotta go through this place to get there? Well, but Mega Dragonite, I don't exactly have an Ice type. It is on a... Hey, look, a rainbow! What the hell? Why did that rainbow disappear? That rainbow caught camera shy. How do I get up there? This is not the way to get up there. Oh, the rainbow's back! Wow, that is nice. You know, I like the way rainbows look. It's a shame what a rainbow has been turned into by liberals. Okay, how do I get up there? Huh. Do I have to jump the roof there? Perhaps I'll find a way up in here. Oh yeah, let's see. Is there anything to add? Hydro Pump's okay, but I'm sure it has a very long cooldown. Yeah, 12. I'm kind of waiting for liquidation. If this was another game, if this was a different game, I would have put extra sensory on Greninja, but it can't learn that move in this game. Is that... Oh, God! I was about to say, is that Alpha Portrait still on my ass? Yes, it is! You see that weird effect going on with those fences down there? Okay, so my plan for this Dragonite, send out Florges. I take no damage from the dragon, from the dragon moves. And I at least take neutral damage from flying. And then Mega, I just send out Charizard for the dragon. There you are. Dragon Knight's just up ahead. So, Dragonite is a pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard and it's built tough. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered too. We don't really know what to expect from it. But you look curious. Is something on your mind? Your reason for protecting Lumiose, that person you've been looking for, yes, this one. Is now really the time to mention this? Yeah, I guess I feel like I need to protect this city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. Right now, that means taking care of Lumiose's rogue Mega Evolution problem. The concentration, yeah. I have no idea who she could be looking for. Let's save this Dragon Knight. You know, I just thought of something. This game takes place 5 years after the initial X and Y. But there was a line that said, Leon, the former champion of Galar, visited. So the events that took place in the Galar region took place not even 5 years after X and Y. Well, Pokemon's never really been consistent with their timelines. They're as consistent as the MCU is now. They used to be more consistent. I should have put Dragon Breath back on! More whirlwinds. Yo! This thing is causing up a storm! Well, there goes my plan. What the hell? That's happening again. Have you guys seen what Mega Dragonite looks like? It's blue. While I like it, yes, I'm not used to it. It looks off to me. I'm too used to seeing a different color Dragonite being green. So to see it being blue, it just doesn't look right to me. Despite, you know, looking better than what the Rio Shiny looks like. You know, it's one of those cases where it should have been the Shiny the whole time. Mega. And Embor's down too. I only have one more thing that can Mega. Oh yeah, did I mention what I gotta do tomorrow? Tomorrow I gotta go to the dentist. Yippee. And then I gotta go back to my college to see what the hell is the problem with me trying to sign up for more classes. Not like I'm overly eager to go back to school. But, you know, finding jobs suck. This clearly is the wrong industry I chose to study in. So why not go to school and try to take something else? Broaden my opportunities in the future. Where even are you? And then if I have time, record some more Breath of the Wild tomorrow. Hell yes, I'm starting with previous progress. This is a kid's game. They ain't got the balls to make you have to redo it all with no damage saved over. What? You know what I tried to say there. Where is it? Oh, God! And how do you expect me to avoid that hyper beam? Oh boy, get ready to try to dodge this. You know what, I'm gonna send you back in your Pokeball so that I can try to conserve a little bit. Yo! Aha, I know your moveset now. Uh-oh. Yo, how many times you gonna fire that? Hurry up, 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 hurry up! 1 HP. Man, a Pokemon MMORPG would be so cool. Too bad we'll never get it. Give the company like 50 years. They're taking baby steps. Very, very small baby steps. Every like 10 years. I'm sure we'll get there at some point. At least in a good game. You're on a roll. Yeah, it totally didn't take me like 3 attempts. Sooner or later, we're gonna figure out what's causing all these Pokemon to go rogue. Then Lumiose will be a place shared by people and Pokemon, just like the folks at Quake's want. Keep it up. It only took them, what, 30 years to add real-time battles? So do the math, and how many more features are we missing from getting an MMORPG? In that case, we might get a fully fleshed out Pokemon MMORPG in like 100 years. Okay, another rooftop? No. What is there? A scatterbug. Can I get close enough to do these without going into the hitbox for a Tyranitar? And that's it. Well, I don't have... Actually, no, I do have fighting types. I have a fighting type. So I know who to Mega when the time comes. He's likely our... Wait, he's our likely soon to Mega Evolve target. Tyranitar, the armor Pokemon. You did your research, huh? Yeah, I know its category. You ain't gonna tell me that. As you'd expect from the name, it possesses impressive defenses. This may be a long fight. But my Scrafty should do well against a Tyranitar in terms of type matchups. In any case, this Tyranitar needs our help, so we'll simply have to do it. I bet you could handle this on your own if you had to. No, I cannot. But you can count on Scrafty and me for help. I would hope so. Why are you only coming for me? Quickly, quickly, quickly! Well, at least Dragonite. At least Tyranitar can't fly. Get out of the way! Yo! How did I pick up all of them except for the biggest one? I feel like I should maybe keep my distance. Oh boy, that was close. Ah! Oh, why'd you have to dodge like 4 of those? Damn it. How much Mega Energy do I even have? Not enough! Get out of the sand tomb. Yo, this covers damn near the whole field. Alright, I saved the worst type matchup for last. Wow, that was awful, considering my team didn't gain any EXP from that. You know, why am only I getting these Mega Stones? Is my friends also getting them too? Like, did he get a Tyranitarite as well? Or I'm the only one collecting them? Does more than one Mega Stone drop? Or am I the only one collecting them? Because I pull more of the weight. All these wild Pokemon gathering in Lumios. And all this rogue Mega Evolution. I'll be relieved when we can finally figure out the cause and put these mysteries to bed. I'll keep looking into it on my end as well. Alright, now it's time to go and do the one that everyone's been waiting for. Mega Starmie, where? Here. First, I gotta go there. Cafe Scatterbug, I have that. I don't have Wild Zone 10 as a quick travel point, so I could do that in the process too. I see items. Can I not just, like, reach in and pick that up? Again, they dug a big hole in the middle of the city and filled it with water. You know what I thought about doing that might be fun to do, but also an absolute waste of time? Now that alphas are back in this game, I'm kind of thinking of doing an alpha Dex. So that literally means one of every single Pokemon in Alpha. Not even Shiny, just a regular one. Alpha. That would imply hundreds of Alpha Pokemon for me to collect. Because it would be kind of cool to see all the Alpha Pokemon boxed in together. Like in Pokemon Home, all of them mixed in together. The ones from PLA and this game. All alphas together. That'd be kind of cool. And you know, I've had the idea to do an alpha living dex in PLA for a while. I just never bothered to do it. But you know how much time that's gonna take? Not even finding them shiny, just simply finding everything alpha. Okay, I made it up here. That's not what I wanted. Oh, never mind. It is exactly what I wanted. That is a weird place for a Dedenne to spawn. I barely made that, but hey, it still counts. What was that? Oh, it was my Skarmory. And what the fuck do you want? Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with the Pokemon up ahead. It's shrouded in Mega Power or whatever. And it's really... Wait, and it's ready to blow. So no one's getting by me. Feels like I've got YouTube... feels like I've seen YouTube before, though. Doesn't even know her name. Well, trainers as strong as you two ought to be right. Come on in, then. Follow me. Man, I thought I had to battle you again. Embarrass you again? Do I need to? For goodness sake. Which impeccable... impeccable? Which imbecile let 2 civilians waltz in here when I specifically said to block off the area? Mr. Felipe, hi! What are you doing here? We received word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose resident to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. I thought, if need be, I could take care of the situation personally. Your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you were warned about is at risk of undergoing rogue Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down. I see. So you're trying to keep Lumio safe, just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. He would hardly be pleased if I simply stepped aside for you. I'm sure you understand. Then what are we supposed to do? What we always do in these games. It's simple. If he defeats my team, then I will be unable to take on other opponents. I don't get prep time, huh? This dude has no soul in his eyes. Clearly, Skarmory's not the good pick here. Stealth Rock, I'm just gonna take a couple steps back in that case. Ooh, smart. An Aggron. You know, for the longest time, I didn't know that when Aggron Mega Evolved, it becomes just pure... I think pure Steel, it loses the Rock typing. Well, at least... with that being the case, it loses a 4-time weakness to fighting. And ground. I don't know, it feels kind of weird for Mega Evolution to lose a typing. Normally they gain. Ah, I already have Emboar out, I guess I could too. Your true strength lies in drawing out the full strength of your Pokemon, huh? I see you've been honing your skills. Time for us to withdraw, you lot. We can leave things to Team MZ. I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regard. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could possibly surpass him. Is that really how it works? Wasn't Jacinth a higher rank than him? Yet now I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined. Well, I can't blame you. You're kinda locked inside Lumio City. Like, literally, the gates are sealed. No one can enter or leave. That's kind of funny coming from you, Felipe. You're older than Corbeau and the rest of us. Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, when I was a boy, I was already formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. My body is only 2% fat. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under control and under my command. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but that didn't put food on the table. It was only thanks to Lysander's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case with Mr. Corbeau. He negotiated with Lysander, convincing the man to give his seed money for his ventures. Give him... whatever. Mr. Corbo started up all sorts of businesses. Security services, Pokemon carriers, even some things that perhaps weren't entirely above board. He was quite the little upstart, so me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Yet Mr. Corbeau and his partner Venipede gave us the slip every turn, always one step ahead, until we were forced to admit defeat. Don't we have something urgent to take care of? He outdid us completely, and in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. There was a lot of vowels there. Ever since then, he has been the only person I call my boss. I would suck his meat if he commanded me to, no hesitation. I can imagine he would say something like that. Maybe I shouldn't have told you all that. In exchange for your silence, please take this. This is a water stone, right? Look at that! For the first time, someone doesn't hand me something. Use it on that partner of yours. It will surely help you protect Lumios. Now, please make sure to handle things here. If the city goes down, the Rust Syndicate will have no clients left to work with after all. There are other cities in the world. If I use the stone Felipe gave me, it'll be Starmie versus Starmie. Think I should do it? Well, it was a gift. Sure, why not? Right. Yeah, okay. I'll evolve my partner. Then we've got to go calm that blah, blah, blah. Still waiting for me to fight Mega Starmie, huh? So I can just jump right down. There's a big-ass ladder here, but I shan't not use it. Look at how crusty this city is. Jeez. You guys ever been to, like, water parks? There are these little areas where the water flows in a certain direction in like a big circle kinda. You float in them and then you just go in a big circle all the time. That's what this space is giving me vibes of. That or, you know, the pool rooms. Ooh, missed one. I only have 32 in my Pokedex. Before Starmie's Rogue Mega Evolution... Before Starmie's Rogue Mega Evolution sets in, want me to heal your Pokemon? If it's not too much trouble, now we'll make do without it. Make sure you and Emboar stay safe, okay? I'm pretty sure Emboar would be a horrible choice against this. Oh yeah, this is the one we've all been waiting for. Bask in its glory! Look at this thing! Get away from me! No surprise, this thing is able to jump with those legs. Alright, I should Mega something. The only Mega I have that's not at any disadvantage is this! No surprise, nothing is super effective here. In fact, what I have is very, not ideal. What I have is only just neutral. How's the one that doesn't have stab doing the most? You know, I don't even know what confusion does in this game. My Pokemon seem to be attacking just fine. They don't exactly seem to hurt themselves. Just slowly chipping away at the health. Really wish I had to make a Greninja right now. There have been a lot of cases in this game where a Mega Greninja would have been very useful. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Big oof! This can't be going anywhere good. Damn! Yeah, no. I'm surprised Starmie's design isn't a ball in Geometry Dash. But then again, I think Geometry Dash would get sued if that were to happen. I mean, then again, Geometry Dash does have a cube that's shaped like Iron Man. And Kirby. Bruh. Isn't? Yeah, there's also a Shy Guy one, too. There's a cube with Shy Guy's face. I think it was both a cube and a robot that had Iron Man's design. Dodge that, dodge that. It's kind of hilarious seeing my Pokemon run after this thing. Ooh, I saw the game lag a bit there. Something to Mega, quickly, quickly, quickly. That was bad timing. Very bad timing. This thing is fast! This thing is super fast! Oh, there goes my Skarmory. Don't forget, Mega Charizard loses its weakness to water! For the longest time, I forgot that. Whoa, this thing just stays still! Thank you. Whew, another 3 Rogue Megas down. Star Midnight. Or is it Star Midnight? Another Rogue Mega Pokemon. Wait, Rogue Pokemon successfully calmed. These battles really take it out of you, huh? You know? Alright, I know we gotta help these poor Pokemon and stop their suffering, but geez, they don't let up with the super fierce attacks. And all that running around dodging, it leaves me absolutely starving. Do you think Lumios's restaurants might have started all this as a plot to bring in customers? Nah, it couldn't be. That'd be wild. Was that Tawny? I'm guessing she wants us back at Hotel Z to debrief. Following the formula this game has laid out, we're about to find out who we're gonna face for rank A, and then it's time for me to grind off screen. We managed to save another bunch of Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. As usual, it was largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time, really? I failed more this time than any time previously. I'm so glad we've got you on Team MZ. Hey AZ, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, my young friend? You keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user. But how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer's the actual strongest? That is up to Floette to decide. How do you mean? I mean, it will require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad that you all continue to succeed in calming rogue Pokemon. But, do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? Maybe it's got to be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she could rely on? Well, that must be him. Says who? Oh, Grisham! This is a promotion match announcement for rank B. The opponent, is Grisham. I don't know who this Grisham is. We never heard of a Grisham up to this point in the game. So it's finally time. You're closing in on rank A now, the very top of the ZA Royale. Just one question, who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? Odd that they've made it to rank B, but managed to keep their face a secret. Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile photo. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZA Royale activities separate. Some people register under pseudonyms or nicknames too. That's true, but still. How are we supposed to find them and have our promotion match? You have to wait for them to find you, I guess? Did you hear that little, like, sound effect just now? And risk things getting worse with Prism Tower? No way, we can't just sit back and wait. Well, Emma needs info on the person to track them down. Maybe ask Vinny? Shit! I have a feeling he wouldn't just offer us someone's personal information like that. Maybe Emma could help, though? Clearly don't ever ask me to make good decisions in life. Let's head to the Looker Bureau and try to find out more about this Grisham. Looks like the competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the ZA Royale under a false name? There are some strange people out there. The strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled and yet failed to. They animated him coughing for some reason. Has no relevance to the plot or the game whatsoever, but they still did it. Alright, let's keep going until we are roadblocked to grind. The confused condition. Oh, I wanted to read that actually. You know, I did also think about this. Esper, or this Esper, Mimi, barely shows up in the game. Wouldn't it have been nice to see Mimi tag along with Emma all the time, wherever she went? That would have been nice to see, but no. Mimi is just here. Hello there, what can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumios within the last few years. That's a big list. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? Thanks, Emma, but it's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We know nothing about the person, we don't even know the face, all we know is a name. There you go, that's all we know. We need to find his opponent for the next promotion match. Do you have a name? Yes, that's all we have. Grisham. Grisham, I know the name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, or so I've heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know? Of course I do, it's for Lumios' sake. Of course I do. I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. There's a little hint of sadness in this theme. Does anyone else pick up on that? If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. Wow, it's been I've destroyed 1,000 of those? Well, I don't know what Emma has on her team, besides an Ampharos. You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the ZA Royale, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. Are you ready to battle me? I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar! Everyone, let's go! You know what? I guess we haven't seen Mega Malamar yet. Oh, sending out Ampharos first. I thought you were going to use that as your Mega, until you mentioned Malamar. Well, this matchup is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Your soul is mine. Mawile again. Everyone has a Mawile. Let's take a wild guess. Who's next? A Lopunny. That's an okay matchup. So far, everything she has is capable of Mega Evolving. See? She has an entire team of Megas. I should not have used Steel-Wing. Okay, she has a Mega Malamar. My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have my backs in spirit. She said mentors plural. It's kind of crazy she considers Zoroark a mentor. That lunatic. Good thing those guys aren't here to see this! Tell me, what do you know about Team Flare? The group that caused all the trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's reappeared calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokémon. It seems suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumiose. So it's not the old guard we've got to worry. What? Yeah, so it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. God damn, look at what's on screen. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. But that's how I heard what... That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you now. I swear, why can't they just name drop the characters? Why couldn't she just said his name was Zoroark? Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Oh, they left a legacy, alright. Zoroark gave us a great legacy right now. Apparently they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. I see, alright, Zoroark knew what he was doing when he made it skin tight. Another one of those efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught. Though it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. And now it seems Grisham is taking part in the ZA Royale, but why? To what end? Could it still be for Team Flare? Does Grisham have a goal of their own? There's no real saying for sure, not until I do some more digging at least. You know what? I bet Mabel, I was just about to say, it's kind of crazy that Emma and Mabel have not connected whatsoever this whole game. I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. You mean Mabel knows Grisham? Why would she know anything? Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. Let's do some investigating of our own. You should go to the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Mabel says. I was about to say that. The fact that Mabel and Emma have not shared the screen at all this whole game, yet both of their ties to Team Flare. Ah, Team Flare, the last truly great team that Pokemon has given us. You know, I always found it weird that they chose to give us a second team name that was fire-based. We had Team Magma, and then Team Flare, but yet there's no second team that is water-based. We have Team Aqua, but no something else, like Team Splash. I always found that weird. Team Magma, Team Flare, two names that are fire-based. That rat, that vile little man! I can't believe that, Mayor. It's not my fault we keep It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. And it's not even like I can tell him off, not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place. Once again, should I come back? You seem a little busy right now. Everything okay, ma'am? Are you making progress on my research tasks? I know, I want to know about Grisham. It's my one option. Grisham, who could that be? Someone who was in Team Flare, someone in the ZA Royale. Team Flare. I didn't say Team Flare, or did I? Oh no, I didn't. Whoops. Team Flare, it seems you already know more about Gris than I would have thought. Fine. So I used to be part of Team Flare. Wait, seriously? Tell me more! I don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious. But there are still people today who react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others, but I took a plea deal. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry. I didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grisham, huh? So she took a plea deal, but not the others. So the other admins are arrested. He was a part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Gris. It means gray. Oh yeah, it does. Like the color of ashes. Right, it does mean gray. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now, joining the ZA Royale. But if you're really got to know, you might want to try Novo Cafe over in Centrical Plaza. Wait, could it be one of those guys? The coffee truck, why? You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid. Don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work too. Ooh, this game is getting interesting. It's only now getting interesting. Let me check something. Okay, no. So, no, even if I... Well, actually, maybe. Even if I decide to end now, which I'm not going to. Even if I decide to end now and grind, I think the points will still count. Oh, well, let's just keep going. Let's just finish this first. Oh, you know what? Look at my team. I should probably heal first. Look at how cluttered the map is, by the way. That's because I haven't been doing any of the side quests. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another wait, what? The only thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. I'd like to order a meeting with Grisham. I'd like to order one promotion match. Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you've managed to find your next opponent. You're quite the master... Wait, the quiet master of Centrical Plaza's famed Nouveau Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, the foremost trainer in rank B. and the boss of... wait, Team Flare Nouveau. Yes, you found me. Grisham at your service. Damn! I did not see this coming whatsoever! I've got my own goals to achieve. Goals that have brought me to the ZA Royale. Which is why I cannot let you defeat me. Wait, so is she in on it too? Aw, man, I should have known! The signs were there! The orange outfits and hair, the glasses, it was all there too! Oh, you know what? Look at the sign logo! It's the Team Flare logo! Oh, I never noticed that! It was right there in front of me the whole time! The Team Flare logo was right there! I suppose this still makes wait. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Shall I explain the whole thing? Grisham, you know this kid is with AZ. There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on AZ's side. This is Grisel, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nouveau. Let's just take this kid down, right here, right now, while we've got the chance. Grisel, please do calm yourself. Nouveau Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It's no place to start a commotion. What's that? What'd you just airdrop to me? Fine, I sent you a location. If you care all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. I can't believe I never noticed the Team Flare logo was right there! If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We'll meet you there. Wow, this is crazy! Wait, so you closed... aren't you gonna... I thought you were gonna put this down. Look! The Team Flare logo is right here! You know, that's pretty ballsy. Even Mabel said some people still shudder in fear at even the name Team Flare. While this logo is just smack dab out in public. For all to embrace. Is that an item there? No. Wait, what? Oh, it's turning to nighttime. This is pretty nuts! I don't know, I was kind of expecting Neo Team Flare. Like we got Neo Team Plasma. Now, I already did see... I already got this I already got this part spoiled, so I know exactly what this building is. Listen, this is the Team Flare music too. Look at you, waiting like a good little boy. I imagine you must be asking yourself why we want to meet at such a spot. This is Lysander Cafe. And do you guys remember where the Lysander Cafe led to? It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it is an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. I was about to say, why isn't this place under new management yet? It's been 5 years. Who's paying rent? Oh, that makes sense. No one wants to rent a location like this. And since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare. Wow. Okay. And nobody noticed? Or more rightly, for Team Flare Nouveau. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? I kind of want to say not really. But yes, I do. What could an outsider like you know about... Wait. Know about what Team Flare really was? Grissel? Grisham, this kid is our enemy! He's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Nouveau. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him! The world has not been kind or forgiving towards those of us who were part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable. Sad though it is. That's some hard in their hearts in response, like Grissel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grissel once she has a course of action. Though it would mean revealing your battle tactics to me before our promotion match, I must ask. Please, won't you grant Grissel the battle she desires? Yo, this is kind of nuts. I'm gonna guess one of these two uses a Pyroar. Fight me! I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. Yo, the Team Flare music, and this was a horrible thing to pull out first. Hey, wait a second, listen to this Team Flare music. It kinda sounds like I would hear something like this in a Kirby game. Well, for some parts. Oh. Well, it's a bit of a shame my Greninja's knocked out. It was like the only thing good I had against what looks like her whole team. Oh, never mind. Okay, you know what? I feel like I'm losing a little bit too hard. So let's try that again. And preferably this time, let's keep our Greninja alive. So I will know not to be a fool and send out Skarmory first. Talonflames first. I feel like maybe this is a good time to put Rollout back on Emboar. I could probably one-shot Talonflame. That is if she sends out Talonflame first. We've seen earlier today that it's randomized. So I don't know if it's going to be the same thing. Or Head Smash. Wait, does Head Smash do recoil? The user, yeah. So no thanks. See, this part here sounds like Kirby music. Kinda. I feel like this could be Kirby boss music. Okay, now you're sending out Metagross. Oh, I should have sent out Charizard. I was thinking Dark typing against it. And I'm gonna take a wild guess your Mega is gonna be something Fire type. Yep! I kinda guessed it would be a Pyroar. I'm going to win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. She's a little too far into the Team Flare Kool-Aid, ain't she? This is ridiculous. Yo, I gotta ask, what is it with Team Flare and recruiting baddies? You know, there was Mabel, there was Bryony, and then there's her. That was well fought. I expected nothing less from the Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumio City. What the hell? I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Voila! One Ember Roast, our signature drink at Nouveau Cafe. Is it poisoned? Did you lace it with something? Jeez, was I playing Pokemon or was I playing the Subspace Emissary? That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled us as well. This guy's hair looks like toothpaste. You know, there used to be this orange, I'm not kidding, orange flavored toothpaste. I actually liked it. My family hated it. And I actually liked it. Damn! I think they discontinued it too, because I have not been able to find it for years. I know that sounds strange, orange flavored toothpaste. But you know, it didn't taste like the reputation orange and toothpaste have together. You know how when you brush your teeth, you drink orange juice, it tastes all weird? It doesn't have that reputation. Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare, and what it is we hope to accomplish. Our goals were world destruction, global destruction, so that we can take over. End of story. Please join us inside. We wanted to either give everything too much life, or flat out kill everything. And then we swoop in and take over the planet. That was basically their plan. The fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. I like his design choice. Everything red here, I like it. Yo, if I had a cafe, this would be what it would look like. Everything is red. This is what fills this Lysander cafe. And here, in this place, I like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people in Pokemon to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, was disillusioned with humanity over time. Feeling what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. And I heard that and still smiled. You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with such a place, with a place to call home. But if he had never built something so horrifying as the ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness. And we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumiose, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you to witness the truth yourself. You'll see. Open sesame! I can't believe he actually just said that. I can't believe they actually wrote that. Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was a facility used to research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs was designed to be a Lysander Labs was designed to be labyrinthine. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. How? How? Unless you said open sesame and just left the place open. How did Pokemon get in there? Unless there are vents leading down there I don't know about. Is that Hisuian Zoru a person form? You're not the only one to make that observation. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself. Where'd I get a tiny mushroom from? Are there mushrooms growing in this place? You know, this place is smaller than I remember. But still, it's pretty cozy. I like the red color. Oh, even the coffee maker was red. Shit, where can I get one? All I have is a red stand mixer. Well, you people wanted your catacombs. Here you go. I know this doesn't count. I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself in some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs? If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You'll need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Man, I'm tempted to just end it here and save this for next time, because look at this place! We got these teleporters back, too. These bullshit teleporters. Now in 3D. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Look, they even had the Team Flare logo on their mugs. They really went all out. Okay, it's already nighttime, so let me check. If I end this now, and I go and grind, do the points still count? Or do I have to get to the point where I need to grind before I can actually do so? Yo, this is bullshit. Yo, that's bullshit! Heal block, do that all you want. Okay, so it does count. Good. Because, well, we have a lot ahead of us. I don't know how much more there is. I imagine once we get past, or once we get to rank A, after that, there's going to be the climax of the game, and then that'll be it. So I think what I'll do is I'll end this here, because, you know, there's an entire labyrinth to explore. That alone is going to take quite some time. So yeah, what I think what I'll do is I'll end this now. I will go and grind off screen, and then I will meet you back here in Lysander Labs. Because that way I will at least have grinded some levels and got enough points for the Challenger's ticket. So I think I'll do that. I think this is a good place to end. Ooh, the story is finally starting to get interesting. There's a big fat B on my screen. If only my report cards had that. My report cards were not that good. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, I should have pointed it out when we were ranked C or D. That was closer to my report cards. Or even worse, up here in Canada, when we were ranked R. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Like I said, I'll grind off screen and then I'll meet you back here next time in Lysander Labs. Okay, goodbye.